Welcome to Modern Leadership Live, where we create collaborative conversations to connect our company culture and our world's community. And I couldn't think of anyone better to help us connect than Rick Tamlyn. He is the creator of Produce You, who brings together thought leaders across the world to create a bigger impact. Rick is also the author of the Hay House, Play Your Bigger Game, right? And senior facilitator at Coactive Training Institute. And he is a personal mentor of mine, has been for years, and has taught me so much about being a leader and being a partner. And I'm so grateful that you could take time out of your busy schedule, Rick, and meet with us today and have people get to know you and what you've been up to, and primarily as it relates to what the world needs more of now than ever as it relates to leadership. What do you think?
First of all, Nina, thanks for doing this work. You're doing, you're sort of an example of kind of the point that I want to help people do, is put their thing into the world, and here you are. So congrats. Right. In my language, you're playing a bigger game because you're up to stuff to move people and do good work with their lives. Right. So, but you're all catching me on the back end of an event I just did. So I'm playing off of modern leadership for a second. Like, I love your name. Right. This whole COVID, oh my word, life, world craziness that's going on. Right. Like it's activated all of us to figure out how to do this. Okay. So I'm just going to bottom line this. So I usually do an event 2 times a year, a live event. People fly on a plane and come to an event. Okay, canceled, wanted to cancel it. And then my partner and I said, no, let's get really creative. We did some research. We hired some people to help. But the bottom line is we did an online 3-day Produce You event, meaning helping you produce your good work in the world. That's its context. But the part I wanted to underline was the stretch that it pulled me into to be edutainment person rather than just an education person. Because we're on TV now for each other all the time. Like, you're watching this video right now. I'm on TV with you. This is now a television screen. So we got to up the game on how to be better on TV for people so we can create an engagement. Because, you and I, Nina, we've talked about it. We hear it all the time. The topic out there for leadership is, how do I have my people be more engaged? Well, we have to actually be more engaging. We have to be more interesting.
Yes.
We, as the front of the room leader, and in this case, the front of the camera leader, have to be more engaging. So this event took me to a whole nother level of, how do I do that for 3 solid days? To hold people's attention, have it be dynamic, interactive, breakout groups. And the distinction that I realized is it wasn't like a learning webinar. It was an interactive event. As a front of the room leader, or I'm now calling it on camera person for you, I actually have to be bigger. Energy has to come through the camera lens. And our model for this right now doesn't really exist. The model right now is the news stations are talking heads. Now, we can handle that for about 2 minutes, right? And then we're like, oh my God, what did they say? I'm so bored. It's not any different than the front of the room leader who does PowerPoint and bores the room to sleep. It's the same concept. How do we have leaders in front of the room, people, be more dynamic?
Yes.
Like, I'm waving my hands right now and I'm going like this. It's not really purposeful, but I know that it's actually going to create some sort of an energy, because our job is to be responsible for the energy in people's homes as leaders.
I just want to wave my pom-poms.
Right, exactly. That's the point, right? That's right. Exactly. Just doing that, right?
Yeah.
So I want to help people realize, stop yelling at people that they need to be more engaging. We need to be more entertaining, so we change the energy for them in their own homes.
Yes.
Because right now they're at home. So does that make sense enough, sort of the context?
I love it. So what I'm hearing you say is modern leaders are educators and they're entertainers.
Edutainment is the word.
They're interactive, they're engaging, and they're waiting for someone else to be inspired, because I'm bringing the inspiration.
I'll give you some examples of how to up the engagement. So first of all, we sent people things to their homes. We mailed them a box, every single participant around the globe. And then we emailed them all and said, this is coming, don't open it. We're going to open it together during the event. So it became this thing. It was like and people were like, oh, did you get the box? And now they're online texting each other. They're sending each other's pictures. Did you get the box? Did you get the box? Did you get the box? So now there's this vortex of energy before the event. And then they're sending it to us on Facebook like, oh, we got the box. We're so excited. You know.
And a lot of these organizations have SharePoint sites. They can do the same things.
Here's the marriage that needed to happen to have this be successful. The marriage with technology, meaning Zoom and a television studio would talk to each other, because that had never been done before. I won't go into the technology. So this was now a Zoom prepared television studio. And by the way, this person we hired to do this, now he cannot keep up with his business because he's now figured out, talk about modern leadership. He said, oh, I have to marry television with Zoom.
Yes.
So technology comes together with entertainer, me, sort of circus leader, if you will, because I'm in the room by myself. That's the other thing, sidebar moment. It's COVID. I have to be in the room by myself. I'm the only unmasked person. Everybody else is 20 feet away, so we don't get each other sick. I mean, it was a wild ride of figuring this out. So technology, entertainment, psychology, what's the design of this thing? And this is the part that leaders don't think about, is what is the emotional ride I'm taking people on? Not the information I'm just bringing.
The bottom line is, are we checking the boxes because this is my form, or do I have a vision that I'm inspiring people toward?
We have to yes and information into entertainment.
Yes.
We have to bring the information in an entertaining way. Otherwise, it falls flat. That was the wild ride for me. You talk about modern leadership. This COVID woke me up to what's possible now in my own business world, my own leadership development, my own work in the world that wants to be seen now by hundreds. Hopefully, my bigger game is like, how do I get to hundreds of thousands of people now? And we're watching people do this. Tony Robbins did one a month ago. He had 5,000 people. He was in a studio that had the size of the television screens were unbelievable. Welcome to Modern Leadership, everybody. It is now, we are in the edutainment business, whether we want to be or not.
What I think I heard you say is get out of the old paradigm that people are just waiting for you to feed them information. That people are now looking for more of an experience. And as leaders, it's our responsibility to create an engaging environment where people can actually feel that and get part of that impact, have part of that impact.
Yeah. There's no going back. There's going to be a hybrid model. Like I can already feel in my own business. My 2 events, one's in a room and one's in a virtual space, because I touched more people this year than I've ever touched. This shift, and we're watching it. We're watching organizations shift, but in the leadership space, we have to now take responsibility because we're in front of the camera, not just camera presence, it's camera responsibility. How do I bring more energy into your living room? Television shows know how to do this, but leaders, we now need to lean into the entertainment industry to learn how to do this better. The thing I want to offer to sort of leaders who are listening, be careful, like, oh my God, I'm not entertaining, right? That, oh, I'm not fun. Maybe, maybe not. Many of you are great storytellers. You don't know it yet. There's places to go that you're good at to up the entertainment game or the edutainment game. And just to, put a button on this, the person who knew this best is he was the magician in our culture, was Steve Jobs. So he would put on an event every year to offer the new products, but it was a magicianship show. He wouldn't reveal it's like, and there'd be the magical moment. We'd all go, oh, right? That was dramatic.
It was intentional.
It was intentional drama. And we've done a disservice to the word drama in the organizational space. We are dramatic people. Not drama that sort of creates gossip, but drama for the sake of engagement.
Yeah. We
all have to be dramatic, So, and that word is so taboo in the leadership space. So I don't want to be dramatic. Well, can you be, let's be real. Drama is interesting.
I think that's the paradigm that needs to go away, because that it can be boring. And if we want to attract and retain the best and the brightest, that's our responsibility, right?
It is.
That as leaders. Well, Rick, thank you so much. You've given us so much to think about. And Maya Angelou said, people never forget how you feel. And I always feel so inspired whenever I'm around you. Thank you so much for being here.
You bet. It's a pleasure. Thank you for doing the good work. And I'm going to leave you all with that phrase. drama for the sake of engagement.
More information will be about Rick in the link below. Talk to you soon. Bye.